Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to more Rome 2, where we are having fun with the barbarians. Beautiful, beautiful little barbarians. What cuddly creatures they are. Especially when they try to trick you into traps, dirty, filthy, whorish barbarian. Meh. Anyways, all of the movements have pretty much been done, haven't they? Actually, can I... See, they stayed still. Which is interesting and frightening in equal measures. Because now if I attack Navisos, I'm gonna have to deal with, like... what? Three stacks? Because there's 2 full stacks and there's like 1... no, 3.5 stacks. Which sounds like a lot of shit. And they're going to carry with them a lot of ballistii, which I'm not particularly happy with. Especially since I don't have much in the way of counter battery fire. I've got 2 of my own, which might be enough, depending on how they deploy theirs, but it's not something I like to bet on. On the other hand, I could just move into Larissa, but I'd have to do so with 2 armies, because they've got way more shit down there than I can currently see. And I could move in there with the Dark Angels and the 2nd Legion, the unknown 2nd Legions, and block them off, while the White Scars and the Space Wolves go for Malva and Odessa. Because I can't really leave this place, not until I know what these fuckers are planning. Get out of the city, by the way, and let the Iron Warriors take over that. If I leave this, there's an Athenian army round about here, which is going to take it. And the 2nd Fleet is not going to stop them. That's for damn sure. Unless they do something remarkably silly, like load all of their troops onto boats and then try to take it via the sea, which... I don't think they're that fucking stupid. That is not going to fucking help. Navisos has a garrison of 13 units, so I'm going to take some pretty serious casualties taking that. I could try to bait them into an open battle, but that means I'm going to be fighting 4 stacks of enemy units, which... ew, that's a bit fucking stiff, I gotta admit. Or I could try to drag them away to the south by knocking out Athens. Or I can just fucking hunker down and not go on the offense, which is kind of pointless, because that means all of my troops are pretty much going to be tied down, and that's a silly idea. Why do I even want to fucking think about that? That's a very silly idea. I could move up the 1st Legion to provide support to the 5th and the 6th. That's not a horrible idea, because that might keep them from attacking me. Fuck it, let's go with that plan. We're going to move in the Space Wolves. We're going to, of course, encircle initially, until the White Scars can also be moved up in support. And then the Dark Angels will also be moved up. Okay, that was a bit of a risk. If there was anything there I didn't know of, that would have gone very, very badly, but there wasn't. And then all 3 legions will march on the city, taking as little casualties as humanly possible. 200? That's pretty good. Right. Now, I would very much so like to stab you in the neck. I'll do the highest possible outcome here, because wounded, I don't need to kill him, but wounding him is going to be more than enough. Dose was, however, enough to wound. Perfect. Now, they could still move on Epidamnus, in which case I can attack them from behind with the 1st, the 5th, and the 6th, as well as the 4th and the 5th Garrison Legion, so I'm not too worried about that. And I'm going to keep the 2nd in Apollonia. Okay, yeah, I feel like that was about as good as a plan as I could make it out to be. Second fleet can move up in the direction of Sparta in case we start seeing enemy fleets. And the third fleet will remain in harbour in the Roman provinces until we are fully done with resupplying it with troops, or well, building it to begin with. The Germans are still staying on our border. I've got an agent looking out for other agents, so I'm not too worried about that. And the next 2 garrison legions are under construction. Good, 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 good. Everything is proceeding more or less as it is supposed to. In a wonderful, wonderful manner. Right, Pannonia is going to be my industrial center. I'm going to have mines and shit here, and I'm going to have a jeweler. And I might even have another one. And I'm going to give... Actually, should I build a... I should actually... Yeah, no, I was going to build a library, but no, I should build an amphitheater, because the industry is going to bring with it some negative public order modifiers. Let's turn that into an amphitheater, shall we? Also, I'm just building that. Okay, fine. One more turn, and we will be done with gate oil. Thank fuck for that. 4 more turns, we'll have siege towers, which I'm really looking forward to. And then in another 6 turns, we're going to have the field engineer workshop, at which point I'm kind of done with this line. And I'll probably begin... Now, I won't begin yet. Or do I? I don't like to rush cohort barracks, honestly, because I feel like it's a bit too much of a power creep. I'll probably research... what? Philosophy? I'll probably research philosophy first. And maybe something else, because I don't want to get legions too early, because I feel that's a bit too powerful. Maybe... No, I'll do... tactical drills, maybe. Yeah, that'd be useful. Something, anyways. Ah, we have levels. I like levels. You are going to continue being a drill sergeant, obviously. And you, being a garrison commander, you have the... what do you mean? Of course it's your money. Pfft, yeah. You're going to continue with that, and you are going to get replenishment rate. As for you, lades... The Space Wolves, now that's got to be an offensive doctrine, obviously. There's no real questions about that, is there? And some offensive. Good, 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 good. And as for you, just continue moving up along the coast. I'm sure we'll find someone willing to trade with us soon. Oh, you missed that. I live on in hope that there exists people out there that might be willing to take my stuff in return for gold. It has proven to be a rather futile hope so far, except for my arch enemies, who are all like, yeah, we'll take your shit, it's fine. I mean, we hate your guts, but that fucking crockery you sell is fucking divine. So, beyond that...
I offer this morsel, now, like a wolf at the door. Perhaps you will go find better hunting somewhere else.
Ugh. Ah, tempting. Ah, tempting. No, we're going to move into Turkey here, so I can be done with this side of the map, essentially. 4,500 bucks is not worth it. Okay, they moved up... Wow, that was further than I had expected. Where the fuck are they attacking? Epidemnos. Really? I thought it looked like on the map that they didn't have the movement to reach that. Ah, that's kind of frustrating. Sure, let's do the hopeless defense then. It looked like they couldn't reach it, but I guess that was just the city's zone of control interfering with the movement indicator. Ah, that's a bit frustrating, but oh well. Let's see. Right, so war dogs. I'll keep you back and see if I can't snipe myself some archers with you. You can be all the way back here, I think. Because you're no use to being a straight-up melee, you're not going to really achieve anything with that. Now... how do I want to do this? I've got no real hope. I've got no real hope of winning this, but we're going to be inflicting as much casualties as we hope we possibly can. The Rari can form squares, which they will, because the square is a fucking fantastic formation. And we'll let them fight way longer than Rari should be able to. And if I manage to get them to attack this, primarily, and then swing around their side and pour javelins into their flank, that would be very, very useful. So you get to be back there. Triari. See, you can't block off enough of that area. That's the problem. I could place you here. And then maybe try and get a flanking attack with Hastati. It's not a terrible idea. And then some more Hastati down here. And the general. Okay. Fine enough, I suppose. Gonna have to be careful with the Ballistia. Because if they start shooting at this, oh god, the casualties. Oh god, the casualties. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to try and avoid that. I wish I had some light cavalry that I could just rush out there and take it out, but... well, might as well wish for another legion to defend my possessions at that point, because I'm not going to get either. And we have some Leve javelin men. Well, if you're going to have Leve troops, then javelin troops are the best you can probably ask for, because a big old fat spear to the back of the neck really doesn't care that much about your rank in society. It's equally effective in the hands of a farmer as a upstanding noble, which is why we love it so much. Alternatively, I can try and catch them here and then throw javelins into their flank. Yeah, because I'm thinking they might try and do something like that. Right, that's the Thracian infantry. They seem to all be taking the same route. Move up one unit to Vastati. Move them back a little bit. Alright, they're going to straight up attack there. They're going to attack down here. Now, archers are going to be near the rear, right? Go around the flanks, my wankos, my beautiful little wonkers. Oh, well that worked out perfectly. Sure, go right up there and start throwing spears into their backs. Nice and simple, like. Right, okay. Do I have the time to flank all the way around, or do I move in here now? No, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Alright, the Ryari are... well, they're trying, but they're just not going to hold out very long against that. That's just how it's going to be. Right, you're going to throw into the flank of those. You're throwing into the flank of those. Good boys. You can move up here. Let's see. The hope is I'm going to be able to kill these. They're currently... what are they? They're veteran warriors. They're currently beating the shit out of my Hastati, so I might not be able to hold on long enough to execute my plan, which is gonna suck, but, well, if that's how it's gonna be, that's how it's gonna be. That's one unit defeated. Good. Move in. Yeah, the Rari are breaking really fast. They're breaking way too fast, in fact. Yeah, their troops are just a lot better than mine. It doesn't look like I'll be able to hold them for long enough to really make an impact on anything. In that case, just throw out the javelins at whatever targets you can find, basically. And we'll just go back to the original idea of trying to make to do as much damage as humanly possible. Wow, I have barely inflicted any damage on their hoplites whatsoever. I might actually be better off just attacking the rear lines of these guys if that gives me more javelins thrown. Yeah, the veteran warriors absolutely annihilated my Hastati. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Placed the other. That's very much so fine. Are they gonna just charge? Ah, damn it. They're just gonna charge. Yeah, that was a smart move by them. Annoying. Yeah, they just have more stuff than me. That's... well... I never entered into this with much hope of doing real damage. The fact that these decided not to throw their javelins properly is a bit annoying. Right, you can unleash them on the heavy skirmishes, and I'll send them against the ballista, see if I maybe can somehow knock that out. Unlikely, but it's worth a shot at this point. And the dogs are going to inflict some decent damage on the heavy skirmishes. And these are not going to do any damage to the heavy skirmishes. Absolutely none. They are just levy, after all. Alright, and fast forward. Alright, spread out. No reason not to maximize my chances of inflicting some damage on the ballistae. And that's it for that. Right. Let's see. I doubt they'll be able to do any... I doubt they'll be able to kill them, but... maybe. There's 60 of them versus 30 of them. And the rest of the forces are quite a distance away. In fact, yeah, they... wow, that was easier than I thought. Huh. Okay, well... I'd say that was worth it. I've knocked out a ballistae and one of their infantry units. Yeah, I don't actually mind that. That's not too bad. I'm assuming the dogs have been dealt with. Yes. Let's see if I can find that unit of heavy skirmishers they attacked. Where are you? No idea. They should have inflicted a decent bit of damage, but... ah, there they probably are. 65? Less than I might have expected. What the fuck? Oh, there are still plenty of dogs alive, they've just bugged out. Lovely. Wow, the Ruarii inflicted 0 casualties upon the enemy. Literal 0. No, 2 units. Wow, that was a lot worse than I expected. The Hastati did pretty badly as well. Huh, I guess these veteran warriors are a hell of a lot better than I give them credit for. Alternatively, it's just the very hard bonus, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Oh, partially that's it, but still, I'd expected the Ruarii to do something. Dang. Maybe they would have done better in non-defensive formation, but then again, you saw how quickly they got broken there. If they were not in a defensive formation, they'd get broken even faster, so... I'm not convinced. I guess I'll try next time I get under siege. I'll use the Ruarii in normal formation, perhaps? Just to see what happens, basically. Very possible. Right. They sacked it. I don't actually mind. I killed 2 of your units, and you got a bit of cash for it. That's not really something I have a huge problem with. Especially now that you are well and truly separated from your friends, I can start fucking with you. Very, very nicely. Istros, you are too fucking tempting. You are literally too fucking tempting.
We hunger for battle.
Yes, oh, I'm gonna take it next turn. I'm going to fucking take it next turn. Fortify up, by the way, because that way you'll get a little bit more extra troops. Have I spotted that agent yet? I have not. Alright, well, continue the journey. We'll use the sea. It's marginally faster. Infamy! A young boy with an uncanny resemblance to a member of your family has appeared. It claims to be the man son by the daughter of another patrician family. Sure. It's another bed slave, isn't it? Right. You are going to head up north, and you're going to get yourself a ballista. A ballista? I'm not never going to get that right. I'm not even going to try. Because this legion I'll send to Nicomedia, and that province tends to get fucking banged. Nice and hard, so they're going to get a ballista. To help them out against siege towers, essentially. Now then. Now then. How about, first and foremost, I see if they want to stand and fight against an actual legion. They do. Right, let's punish you then. I feel like punishing these fucks personally, so I'm gonna take personal command. Where the fuck's my general? Oh, there you are. Right, how about you don't be in that group? Cause that way, I will probably do silly things with you.
Troops and ready.
There you go. Otherwise, I'll probably smack you into the front line or something, and that'll be bad. Oh, you're still including Group 4? No? Odd, never mind. Right. Soki, 2 on the flank, 2 on the other. And since they no longer have a ballista, I do not have to worry at all about the fact that I'm advancing over open, flat ground. Oh, reinforcements. Like 60 dudes, but still, yeah. There is quite a lot of them, yes. I think I played these guys once, the Geetons. They look cooler than I remember. Ooh, that helmet is fucking awesome, my boy. I'm gonna steal that helmet when you're dead. They were fun to play, these guys. They were really fun to play. They had some awesome units, and they all look good, you know? I like them to look a bit professional, and these mostly do. Like, you've got the occasional naked fuck like this little moron here, but... like, look at these guys. These guys look like a veteran unit of proper soldiers, you know? They also have some heavy spearmen, which look really good. I've always liked this helmet, by the way. I like it. It just looks cool. It's probably unbalanced as fuck, and I'd never design a helmet like this, because a high swing by a sword would take it off your head and make it fucking pointless, but hey. Oh, this one too is a cool helmet. A Bessie Spearman. Bessie! Bessie's a cow. Or something. Right, you guys, how about you just come up to the hill here and watch? You'll get to watch me take revenge for your fallen comrades. I'm sure you'll enjoy that quite a bit. Now, we'll move up the archers first. Then the Principes. Then the Triarii. And the general in the rear line. And the Soki will of course go wide on the flanks, because they don't have any cavalry, so they cannot do a damn fucking thing to stop me. Sucks to be them, but then again, they wanted to fight a battle where they outnumbered me, so it's only fair that I get to fight a battle where I'm gonna horribly outnumber them. Plus, their units are pretty good, so I think this is fair enough. Let's see. The movement of my cavalry seems to have triggered a response. They're getting a bit confused as to where they're supposed to be going here. They're probably going to muster most of their forces in a straight-up attack, trying to break through my lines directly. Which isn't a bad idea, it really isn't, but I don't think they have the necessary manpower. Right. And in we go. These guys seem to have had a small problem with gravity. Just a small one, mind you. Just a small problem with gravity. Right, move in the cavalry. Move in the triarii to strengthen the front. And we're going to smash straight into their rear lines. Right into it. Boom. Right, I'll send them in to occupy the noble spears. And I'll pull back the Soki. And occupy the noble spears with that. There we are. Go around the flank, chase those down, and set up to charge the general in the rear. Disengage. Inspire. And in you go. There we are. Surprise butt sex, comrade. Oh, much better. How do you feel now? How'd you like them apples, you little barbarian scumalums? It's not so fun being the bottom bitch, is it, huh? Huh? Little bastards. Trying to gang up on poor little City Watch troops. Fucking unfair it is. Downright goddamn unfair. And quite cuntish if you ask me. Wavering warriors. Come on, kill that general. The moment he falls over, it should all be done with. Disengage the charge cavalry, because they're pretty useless in a protracted fight like this anyways. And let's get back in there. There we go, that's the enemy general dealt with. And our audience has just about arrived. There we are. Those Geetan infantry, they really are damn tough little bastards. Like, look at what the damage they inflicted in what was a very, very short and fairly one-sided engagement. They are not to be trifled with, not at all. Well, none of these Geetans are ever going to be bothering me again at least, which is nice. And sayonara to you. Release captives, because we're trying to kiss some ass here. Right, if he was in range... There we go, yeah, they're in range. They're probably in range. And I can't tell about the second one. Alright, in that case... I think it is up to the Space Wolves and the White Scars, or, well, this is the Space Wolves and this is the White Scars, to push. Push for great justice. Trespassing, well, yeah, I guess I am, but, I mean, there are bad people here. Sorry, I'm gonna have to trespass. Besides, something tells me that the only reason I'm trespassing is because something that looked remarkably like Macedonian scouts attacked one of my patrols recently. Which, you know, I can't let that stand. In fact, I might even have to attack Macedon. Purely in the name of justice, obviously, but, you know... That's an insult I'm not sure we can stomach. Or at the very least, that is the story that I am going to go with. Warfare was so much easier before the internet, because you could just make shit up. Casus Belli just wasn't a thing. You could just go like, yeah, they attacked me. But no, we didn't. Do you have any proof you didn't attack me? No? Well, fuck you then. War. In fact, now it's going to be war regardless, because you just said you didn't attack me, which you obviously did. Bad people. Right, doggies. You get to be on the flanks. They're going to be charging out against me because, well, they honestly don't have a choice. I have artillery. They don't. They have to charge out, so... It's still going to be pretty damn expensive for them to charge out. Especially considering that pretty much just handed them to my second force. Or are they going to try and link up with their friends? It actually looks like they're going to try and link up with their buddies. That's probably a better decision than what they had originally figured out, which was just charge. I don't want them to link up with their buddies. Is there any way I could interfere with that? I could, but it would mean charging into range of the arrow towers. And as I mentioned earlier, those arrow towers are way more fucking dangerous than you would give them credit for. They are fucking nasty creatures. I could perhaps solicit a response by rushing up the arches? That would leave them somewhat exposed, though. Nah. Hold fire. I've inflicted a decent amount of damage on them already with the Ballistia, but I want to see where they're going. I want to see exactly where they are fucking headed. That way, if they're gonna... I suspect they might try to hold up on that mountain there, or the hill. In which case, I am going to use the ballista to force them off said hill.
In the name of Rome!
Now, I could rush in there and take the towers. In fact, that might not be a terrible idea. Just neutralize them. With the cavalry... which, again, might not be a terrible idea, because they are leaving. Get in there, neutralize the towers, just make sure they're not a problem, and then figure out where they're going to meet up with their allies, which is probably over here. It leaves them a little exposed, but not by much, honestly. Then again, I could just simply ignore the encampment, but if they sit up there, it's going to be a little bit annoying to ignore it. And they might shoot at the horses, which makes it a bastard to dismount, to mount up again. Nah, fuck it. If anything, you two, keep an eye on the enemy while they maneuver. Just so I know where they're going. Everyone else can begin moving up. Right. Let's begin moving the ballista. Swell. Logic would dictate that they'd set up here. And Radius AI can be pretty damn sneaky on occasion, so I wouldn't be surprised if that is exactly what they're planning on doing. I will gather up all of my troops as well, though, before I move out. If the AI wants to gather up all of its forces, the least I could do is gather up all of mine as well. Just make sure you stay out of arrow range, at least, boys. And there's also the potential that the enemy has artillery. In fact, there's a pretty good chance they have artillery. I'm almost certain they had something. They're going over the top. Okay. Follow them. Keep the dogs coming along as well. We'll have the dogs move wide on the flank, I think. See if I can release them directly into the enemy's rear lines. Hello. That's the rest of them. When they join up, are they going to turn around and attack me straight up? Possibly, in which case I would like to be in the forest, because that's going to give me the maximum amount of protection against any ranged weapons they may have. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Or do I engage them outside the forest? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to engage them here, where we still have a fair bit of open ground between us and them. That should give us enough range, shouldn't it? Yes, it will. Good, 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 good. Right. That's quite a lot of cavalry they have there. In fact, let's not risk the archers in case they bomb rush us. Oh, bow horsemen, that's quite annoying. Right, let's concentrate most of our archers down here then, so we can concentrate on taking care of those.
Riders, forward! Sons of Ba! For the gods! Our horses love blood! Ready! Attack! Advance! Ready and waiting! Shoot! Will be ready! Cavalry! Archers! By your command!
Oh, they stuck out further than I... Damn it. Ah, that was silly. I thought I had them covered with the Triarii, but I am very, very obviously did not. Wow, they were a lot closer than I thought they were. So they're gonna put pretty much all the weight on the left flank. Okay, good to know. Alright, I'm gonna keep the, have they moved up their artillery? They haven't, in which case I moved my artillery too far. I was keeping them up far so I could move them back if needed be, but they simply didn't move up. Oh, are you skirmishing cavalry, are you? No? Huh, I didn't expect them to retreat that hard. Now, please disengage, would you? Thank you. Right, send in the rest of the Principes to shore up that front line. They are sending all of their weight right onto me there, which is unfortunate. They're going to inflict some real casualties on those areas. They do again have a superiority in infantry. But then again, when don't they? Right, Triarii. Let's give some interesting there. Boost the morale. We'll move up 2 units of Triarii there. We'll have 2 units of Triarii be reserves. And this unit of Astati is going to move into the front. This will be reserves over on this side. Now, everyone focus on taking out the bow horsemen, because they are annoying to me. The Thracian infantry is fighting the Socii Equites Extraordinari, which is not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. I'll send 1 more unit of that. And they're sending in more light cavalry there. Right, let's get around on their flanks. No, you're not going to tie up that unit. Go away. There we are. Now you may attack their rear. Is that the horse archers done with? Yes. Now focus on the Tarabusi. Get the cavalry around, get the dogs around. They're gonna run those down, which is good. We'll just keep charging into that, I think. Right, these are already getting the shit kicked out of them. Oh, no. There's enemy cavalry. No, cavalry, artillery somewhere. Where the hell did that come from? Ah, there they are. Alright, move up the artillery to counter them. Release the dogs and move them up there. They have kept a unit of noble swords behind. They really do like to watch their ass. They really do. Right, now, I need to move units out. Good god, the damage their units are doing to mine is just fucking ridiculous. Right, you need to move out as well. You need to also move out. And you too. Okay. I don't like moving in a general to do this, but I'm gonna have to. Going to have to. Right. Are you done with those? No, you are not. That's quite unfortunate. Are you done with your targets? Well, close enough, I'd say. Start moving around the flank. This unit is just getting overrun by constant recharges, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Those Dacian noble swords back there, they are going to be an issue, however. Since they are turning out to be quite frustrating. There we are, that's the unit dealt with. Start moving the archers around the flank. How are we doing? Thracian infantry, quite a lot of them, still standing still. We'll disengage the cavalry. Ah, goddamn, I really hate having to use a general for this. It's like shield screen to try and protect the general. And we'll do the same over here. How's the artillery being dealt with? It's pretty much gone. Fantastic. I'll send in the dogs to take care of the rest. Hold fire. Right. Now, archers, you're going to go the long way around, obviously. In the meantime, we are going to charge into the rear here. This cavalry needs to disengage quite badly. This cavalry, they can stay fighting the Thracian swordsmen. It's not ideal, but they'll win eventually against that. These guys need to disengage. Anyone else that needs to get the fuck out of there? These guys, now they can hold out for a little while longer. They're not in danger yet. These guys, I can throw them into the skirmishers, but I need to babysit them. The Triarii are not doing particularly well. In fact, this unit does need to retire. As does this. Now, both of you can move back a little bit. In fact, one of them has already abandoned their weapon. Right. Skirmishers. Disengage. Okay, charge into the hoplites there, I guess. Ah, yeah, they're beating the shit out of my generals there, which have gotten themselves into a very strange position for some reason. Move out that auxiliary cavalry as well. Alright, you can retire fully now. And you can get out of there as well. I've gotten very lucky to not lose one of my generals yet, but I don't know for how much longer that luck is going to last, so I'd rather start breaking some stuff. That would be good. Hopefully that unit will break soon. That would be nice. Do I want to try and disengage him? Yes, I'm going to try and disengage him. How's the shit going over here? Not too bad, not too bad. This unit needs to disengage, but it cannot disengage. In fact, it is about to break. That is very, very unfortunate. Move in that unit. See if we can encourage them. Let's see if we can maybe have them waver. Enemy does not want to break, which is rather unfortunate, because I'd prefer it if they did. This area is getting beat the hell up. Not too much of a problem. Yeah, my unit just broke there, which is unfortunate. Units here are also breaking. There's just too much stuff over there, simple as that. Oh, I knew that was going to be the main focus of their assault, but their units really are pretty fucking good at melee. I gotta give them that. Annoyingly so. Right. You'd think that I'd be able to get this flank under control soon, since they have been breaking here for a while, but they just don't want to go from wavering to broken. Ah, there we go, finally. No, 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 no. You don't get to be over here, little cavalry bastards. You don't need to tie those up. Don't want to do it with this very... Yeah, that cavalry unit's gone, but I can't have them charge into my archers, or whatever's left of them at this point. That is not an option. The enemy's general is dead. That is very useful. Now, if I can keep my enemy general from being dead as well, then a lot of things have been achieved. Come on, let's finish off that tiny little unit there. And we'll have the arrows start raining down into the rear of these Gothic hoplites. That ought to screw them over pretty damn quickly, one would expect. Hold fire. That's another, that is a third enemy general dead. Alright. Charge into the rear of whatever's left. Phew. Expensive battle. Very expensive battle. Right, there we are. Owie. See, I made a mistake by moving up in the forest. I didn't see all of their troops moving through this area before it was way too late. And they all hit my one flank up here. Somehow, the brave troops on this side managed to hold for long enough for me to break the left flank and move up to the right, but it got pretty dodgy there. How the fuck you survived, I don't know. This is the guy with the pet eagle and the boar, by the way. Jesus, you did very, very well, my dear. You did very, very, very well indeed. I wonder how the Socchi Extraordinari did. Let's find out. There we go, that's 3 more stacks of Geetons sent to the afterlife. Now, really, wow, I lost more units than I thought I did. A lot more, actually. How did they do? 108, 100, wow, they did really well, actually. Yeah, they did way, way better than the Hastati. In fact, the Hastati were the weak links in this. The Socchi did fucking amazing. Maybe I should just make both of these legions just pure Socchi in honor of their sacrifice here, because they did fantastic. They really did. Wow, that was more expensive than I had hoped, most definitively. The armies will have to withdraw after that. Then again, it was a lot of Geetons. A lot of Geetons and my own poor positioning, I'll fully admit that. Now, the 1st Legion Dark Angels will block off this area in case the Raiders want to do anything silly. And the 2nd Legion will probably begin helping them out to move forward again. I wonder...
Greetings.
Perfect.
Excellent. We accept.
That's my southern flank secured.
To Athena for granting us all wisdom.
Now I just need to deal with those. I'll deal with Athens later. Not now. Later. Right. Yeah, these legions definitely need to be reformed. That was far more costly than I'd expected, but then again there was a hell of a lot more Geetons than I'd expected too. Ah, dangerous little fuckers, aren't they? Very hard does help them out a fair bit, but I didn't expect them to be quite that good against Roman infantry. I probably should rush the legions, actually, shouldn't I? Yeah, I probably should, actually. Well, I'm not going to do that before I have Field Engineers Workshop, because Field Engineers gives me access to the Giant Ballista. And I am very fond of the Giant Ballista, for no real reason, just because it's a giant fucking ballista. You know? It's not that good, but it's a giant fucking ballista. I like it. Not as much as I like the Giant Onager. That one's even better. But I want some Onagers, maybe even some Polybolos. See, I've tried to use Scorpions and Polyboloses before, but they never feel worth it, especially not compared to a Ballista, but maybe my naivete will make me try one out just one more time. We'll see. Until next time, I have been Arch. Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Have a good day.